Hey, welcome back to Conversations with Wifey.
Hey, y'all doing here?
We got some crazy stuff for you today, just to show you just how corrupt our government and this administration is. Roughly back in November, President Trump was so displeased with CNN, he actually made a statement that he could not wait until someone bought CNN and changed their corrupt patterns because they were just reporting fake news. So recently, President Trump, one of his friends, decided, guess what? They were going to buy CNN.
And we were talking about this just recently, that we don't hear about the ICE raids anymore. We don't hear about Epstein, and we would turn to CNN to try and get an update on stuff, and haven't seen anything the past few weeks.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess since the war started, actually. So we noticed this today. Well, not today, but we noticed over the past few days that his friend, a uh, MAGA person, David Ellison, purchased CNN. So that would be why we don't see any updates on anything Epstein or anything else going on besides the war. They want to keep you focused on just the war.
But guess who they beat out in this bid? They actually beat out Netflix. Netflix had actually ordered something record breaking, and their offer was refused.
All right. I think it was David Ellison purchased this for $110 billion. Netflix was offering billions of dollars too, but he was outbidded by this guy.
Now, it's just coincidental that there's so much money that's being moved from our government, from taxpayers' money. A lot of money is coming up missing. So I'm starting to wonder, well, maybe, maybe his friend had some assistance. Maybe.
All right. Yeah. He's purchased, but this guy owns Paramount, CBS News. He just purchased, or he's in the process of purchasing BET Plus. What else?
Well, we're gonna let you have a little bit of this story. Just see what you guys think. Then we'll come back. We'll finish off a little bit.
In the ongoing debates over who should own media, this is something that Donald Trump wanted. A Trump-allied billionaire family, the Ellisons, who own Paramount overseeing CBS, now we're learning moments ago has won a bid for Warner Brothers Discovery, including CNN. They're beating out Netflix, which had all but tried to close this deal, but they have dropped out after Paramount raised its bid. This is a huge media story, from the Wall Street Journal to the Washington Post, on the politics of it, to how you will watch Warner movies or HBO and who will own CNN.
Oh my God! We said to pull the rug. They actually show up to close, and they pull the rug from under the feet for this guy.
Yeah, they didn't want Netflix to have that because they won't be able to hide things the way they want to. You know, this government is something else. Trump and his MAGA buddies, mm,
They're going to report the news now exactly.
the way he wanted to
They're
be.
going to report the right way according to President Trump. They're going to report exactly what he wants them to report.
Yeah, and that's why you don't see anything else on the news. I used to try and follow it, but now you got to go to the British news.
Yeah, you got to watch the news overseas to really follow
Yeah,
any of this stuff. Really,
any news outside of the U.S. will probably tell you the truth. I don't know if it'll be the truth, but you'll get more information than what we're getting here. So.
well, we know that all news is controlled anyway to an extent by the government, but this is really going overboard. It's just like they're trying to monopolize the media. And honestly, to keep it real, we know who runs the media for the most part. we'll keep it real. The so-called Jews, they actually run the medias, even your newspapers, most of your TV.
TV programs, what music gets out there, and all of that stuff.
And this war originated where? Ooh, what Israel? Oh, wow, things are starting to add up. So we have Americans out there right now, heading into the Middle East. Uh, I guess boots on the ground are talking. I can't even imagine. I hope that they aren't that stupid, because if they do, it's unfortunate. We're gonna have a lot of our soldiers in bags. I hate to put it that way. Uh, those guys been waiting 20, 30 years for America to try something with them, you know. And those guys don't give up. They don't quit. But
they're not going to back down, and they're threatening Trump as it is. So, they already have their people here in the states. That's been sleepers.
But you know, one good thing though, I was watching. It was Al Jazeera, and the prime minister, one of Iran's prime ministers, actually made this comment that they weren't going to harm Americans abroad. Uh, I'm not sure I would take that chance. If I would, if you guys out there,
you never know.
Like I said, a bullet, the bomb ain't got nobody's name on it. But then again, I think they do. I think President Trump's name's on a couple of, or whatever Iran, because they just made a promise. They didn't even threaten. They just made a promise.
They've been saying that, so you have to be careful, and it's high alert everywhere right now anyway, so you have to.
I'm not going golfing with President Trump, and I'm not going near the White House. So that's all I'm saying right now.
To go near the White House, I gotta go see my pandas.
No, whoa.
Pandas now. They're in Washington Zoo. I'm just waiting for the weather to break up.
Jeez. If I don't come back, y'all.
Sneakers.
See what she trying to get me into? She trying to get my ass bombed out over there.
I'm trying to get bombed, but wish I had went to see him last year before all this stuff started.
Yeah, it's just too much stuff going on now. And the media's gonna get worse. I mean, if you think it's bad now, the couple months before, imagine this administration and their cohorts running all the media, all the major media. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, you won't get any truth. You won't know what's coming or how to protect yourself or anything, because they're not going to tell you until they're all in hiding in last minute. So I don't know what to say about this.
Well, it's like I said, it's going to get worse for us, and there's going to be a lot of firings too. I can tell you right now, a lot of the ones on CNN that of course, that President Trump doesn't like or had run-ins with him in the past, they might as well go float their unemployment paperwork right now, because.
What's that show the guy that come on that don't he always talk about Trump? He's gonna get fired soon. Colbert. I think it was Colbert. It's one of those guys, late night show guys that come on that's been talking about Trump and
Kimmel too. They monopolized that too. Jimmy Kimmel too. Come think of it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of those guys that Trump tried to get rid of before.
Yeah, because Jimmy Kimmel, yeah, he falls under that too, under the umbrella of the company that the parent company. So a lot of these guys want to start looking for jobs. Maybe maybe they start their own podcast or something. But to be honest, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are in the media who are going to have no choice but to drop out, maybe create their own podcasts or their own news agencies. That may be the only way that Americans will get any truth. Because right now, because all the propaganda that's being spewed out, by the administration to protect themselves and to prevent Americans from knowing just how bad it actually is. I mean, it's kind of mind-boggling, the type of energy that they're using to stop us from learning anything.
I don't want to let people know how many troops or American citizens or anything has has died, they're going to give you false numbers because they're saying we're winning this war, we're good, we're far ahead of it. You know, that's what Trump always said. We're winning this war. It's going to be over soon. But meanwhile, people are dying, soldiers are dying. They're telling us like, well, how many now? 20?
Something, I think it's at 20.
Yeah.
But,
like
but you know what? The big thing is nobody's winning. Nobody's winning in any war when you have people getting killed. It don't matter what side it is.
It's true.
You know, it's people, you know, this whole thing would never have happened if we had a policy of minding our own damn business as far as Americans. The arrogance of our leadership is just mind-boggling. They don't have to do anything themselves. They get to send our sons and daughters out to do their dirty work.
Yeah. And the nerve to say Trump, he says he's going to pick who the next leader of Iran going to be.
Regime change.
You're going to pick who's going to be the leader over there. Can somebody pick who's going to be the leader over here?
I would vote Homie the Clown over him right now. I would take my chance with Homie. The Homie the Clown, maybe he may be a clown, but he ain't no fool. So
it's crazy. It's ridiculous what's going on, and it's all a setup to avoid his charges and to keep the media away from what's going on really with these Epstein perverts out there. You know,
right.
They don't want you to look into it or further into what's going on, and you know, with the kids and everything that's happened over that Epstein thing. They're trying to avoid all of it. Then you don't hear anything else about the ICE raids. They have all these concentration camps that they're spending millions of dollars on, these warehouses that they're putting in each state. New Jersey have one. They have one in Maryland. The other one I think was is it Connecticut or something? Yeah, all these warehouse buildings that they're buying over the amount that it was assessed for.
Concentration camps.
Right. They're making opening these concentration camps, and they're spending the tax people's money, millions of dollars. The building to be assessed at maybe $1 million. They're paying over that. So whose money are they using for this?
They're using President Trump's lunch money, I'm pretty sure. If you see where Pete Hegseth, getting into him for just 1 second, but he spent like $9 million. Was it on lobsters? Something like that.
Lobsters?
Yeah, it was like $9 million on like lobsters and stuff. And steak. He was ordering steak, lobsters. I don't know what it was, but it came out. You know, it was I think it was Wednesday. It came out when I was reading the article of all the spending. They said he spent $93 million in 1 month.
They always say we don't have money they're trying to stop Social Security. We don't have money for school funding. People should be these kids should be going to college for free. He got mad because people were getting their money. You know, they were stopping all the loans that people owe for the colleges.
Well, let me piss y'all off.
Has something to say about that.
Oh, now I'm gonna piss you off. And watch this one. Now we had to pay for our own health care here, right, our own college here. Our government sends billions of dollars to Israel per year. Israel has free health care. Mm. They have all of that stuff. They have free education. All the stuff that we wish we had, we're paying for Israel to have. For their taxpayers' dollars. That's what's happening.
But we can't have anything. Nothing. I mean, everything is raising up. Like the gas is going up, food went up. Anything that you have to live by and have a comfortable life, you can't have because everything is rising so high. But meanwhile, they're sending all this money over to Israel. they're spending billions of dollars for this war to, on Iran to bomb them. They're spending money on enjoying their lives, millions and billions of dollars. They're opening these concentration camps, but they're not taking care of home.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He built a ballroom for himself.
His home. Yeah. And I did hear too that he's trying to change the name of the Washington airport.
Yeah,
to add Trump on that. He wants to have his name added to that.
I saw that too.
It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know where we're headed, what's going to happen, but
remember,
they don't care about us.
Remember the Price is Right? We had that little mountain climber. Oh, you fall off. That's exactly what we had. Yes, this is exactly what we had to fool around with these people.
Care of anybody. We have so many homeless people and people without insurance. And now that what did he do with the insurance? Now people, they're not even covered with any kind of insurance. He hated Obama so much. He wanted to get rid of Obamacare. People had Obamacare, and now they can't afford it because of some changes where the deductibles and the premiums are so high. They're just out here without insurances now.
You know what? I think he deep down wanted to be Obama's friend. I really do, but I think he really did. I think he really wanted to be Obama's friend, but he didn't know how to ask right. He didn't know how to ask. He didn't know how to. He didn't know how to articulate himself to speak to President Obama.
Oh, black friend. He support black people. Talk to him.
Sambo. Sambo.
He a black friends. He loved the black people.
Tell you what, stay in his basement is all I'm telling you. Don't look in the basement. Do not. You may find some of his black friends if you don't look in the basement.
It's crazy. And the governments, they're not telling the truth at all, and they never have and never will. I don't care who's in there. Democrats, Republicans, all of them are scheming and worried about themselves.
Hell, they're just protecting their own selves from the sexual misconduct.
Right, Congress, they voted on that. So you know how many perverts is in the Congress?
Yeah, how can you vote not to disclose who's had issues like that? There's a bunch of them. So that says a lot, even above these Epstein files that I don't think we'll ever see anyway.
See it. Nope.
Not now, for sure. Now that he's got the media, they'll be asking me questions like, "Mr. President, today when I woke up, I was thinking about what kind of tea you would drink." Oh, great question. That's President Trump. Great question. Yeah. But you won't ask him anything. You won't hear nothing else with Epstein no more. You won't hear anything that makes him look bad or makes him look stupid, which that's a lot. Comes an awful lot. You won't be hearing anymore.
You'll be hearing about his golf games and whatever else he wants you to hear. Yep. Nothing that considers us and what we need to know about what's going on. Be the last to know.
What's that guy's name again? That what's
David Ellenson. He's a friend of Trump and a Maga supporter.
He's in there, Steve Balls. I'm starting to wonder.
He's in there.
Birds of a feather flock together. I would not be surprised, I would not be surprised. That's one way of shutting up the voice of the so-called people. It does it. So, anyway, we just want to bring this to you today. This is your boy Drew and wifey.
Take care.
If you enjoyed this, and please subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
It's absolutely free. So y'all need to do what? Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Peace out.